Hey there, TikTok. It's your boy B3 back with another action figure showcase. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see these sooner, they release on TikTok first. And we also put these on our second channel on YouTube. But if you want to see full individual reviews that are very in-depth of each figure, they're on our main YouTube channel, link at the top of the TikTok. But yeah, today we have another Dinosaur action figure showcase. I believe it's the third one. I'll figure it out. But we have a lot of great figures today. First up, the Galaxy Toys Great Dinosaurs Velociraptor. If this looks like a familiar sculpt to many of you, that is because it is the Safari Limited Velociraptor Great Dino sculpt. But Safari worked with Galaxy Toys to release and distribute some cheaper versions, so it's the Safari mold, but this is the Galaxy Toys paint job, which is a very bright lime green. Yeah, very interesting. Now, these are a little cheaper than the regular Safari ones, but the big Safari ones are discontinued now, so that makes them very collectible, and just the uniqueness of this guy also kind of makes him pretty collectible, but he is a much bigger figure than a lot of Safari Limited stuff. I like the black eyes. Soulless black eyes, like a doll's eyes, all black and lifeless like, blah, blah, blah. Really cool, big figure. But I hear the toes are kind of fragile, so maybe be careful there. Anyway, next up, we have a Schleich Velociraptor. I'm quite the Schleich fan these days, both of their Dinosaur and Eldridor lines. This Velociraptor, you don't really buy it as a single. It's actually a discontinued Velociraptor from a discontinued playset. The Skull Trap playset comes with a big skull, a Compsognathus or Compy, a bearded dragon, oddly enough, and this Velociraptor in his little Christmas colors. You see he's very red, but also has a lot of green on him. I think it's a pretty cool raptor sculpt. I do like it. But I mean, I would have bought the Skull Trap accessory just by itself. Maybe you'll see it in a future video. Who knows? But for now, let's move this guy to the side. So that's two Velociraptors. I think that's enough Dromaeosaurs for one video, right? So how about a Papo figure? Here is the Papo Juvenile Spinosaurus. As you can see, it's clearly modeled, allegedly after the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. They basically just made him younger and took the white stripe off, to be completely honest. It's a cute little figure. Mine is missing the tongue. There's no tongue. But hey, no tongue is what my Tinder profile... I gotta get better at delivering jokes. No tongue is what my Tinder profile says, alright? I'm not doing another take. It's like 1 a.m., alright? That's the only time I have to film these. I'm not doing another take. But yeah, he is a very cool little guy. Very glad to have him in my collection. Some of these older Papos have really, really excellent detail and paint. They kind of slacked off for a while, but it seems like their new 2025 offerings are pretty good. I do not have any of them yet, but damn, I wish I did. That feathered T-Rex is really beautiful. Anyway, how about another Safari Limited? This one is a full Safari Limited, not distributed by Safari Limited. It is their vintage 2005 Suchomimus. This is a very cool figure. It's vintage, but it's a very underrated figure. I got this dirt cheap, like $5 or $6 on eBay. He's in pristine condition from my guy. There's one guy I go to for a lot of stuff. That big Velociraptor came from the same guy, actually. But this is a really magnificent figure. They do make a more scientifically accurate Suchomimus now. I do care about scientific accuracy in a lot of my figures, but I also like really cool vintage stuff. I love figures that are scientifically accurate. I love ones that are made for cool factor. And I love some that are vintage and how we thought they used to look. I like the big spine on this guy. I like the dragging tail. I like the vintage look. And that goofy face is so fun. And it says, yeah, I eat fish. What of it? I'm a pescatarian. Oh. please don't block me. I'm so tired. Anyway, this is a wonderful figure. Very underrated figure. If you can get one, get it. They're really cheap. And this last figure is actually a very rare dinosaur toy from Japan that I got for nothing. It is kind of beat up, but still, I often see these going for like $50 to $70, and I think I got them for like $8 or something. Less than 10 for sure. It is the Japanese Happy Net Allosaurus. Look at that gorgeous blue vintage boy. This is a very rare vinyl dinosaur line, not unlike the movie Monster series or Ultra Monster series. If you want to know about those toy lines, definitely watch my Kaiju action figure showcase videos. This guy is truly, truly beautiful. I love this sculpt. I love the osteoderms on the back, even though I'm not convinced that Allosaurus had osteoderms. In fact, I would straight up say I do not think it did. But I think they look cool. That I can concede. And this is a very cool looking Allosaurus. It is instantly recognizable as Allosaurus thanks to these ridges on the head and the 3 fingers. Yeah, he's beat up, but wow, what a cool vintage Allosaurus figure. Very rare figure from Japan. Incredibly happy to have him in my collection. There he goes. And I do have other Happy Nets that I'm going to show off in other videos as well. And if you want to buy action figures, trading cards, comic books, other collectibles from me, you can check out the 3 Profiteers. You can check us out on Instagram, which will help you get our link tree from there, the 3 Profiteers. And we have a physical store in Monticello, Georgia, and we also sell stuff online out of Atlanta, Georgia. So, yeah, very, very cool. That's how I afford rent in this incredibly expensive city. That and a boring office job. No, it's not this. I would not wear a shirt for the company I work for in these. That is a great way to get fired and doxxed. So no, that's not what this is. This was a gift, I promise. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate the video. I guess just hit like. I'm still used to saying rate from back when like YouTube had stars. You remember that? Wow. I'm ancient. That's right, I'm one of those millennials that talks about how old they are, even though they're just 30. That's it. Thank you all once again. See you all next time. Bye for now.